Hi, this is Raymond Stable and DragonBlogger.com, and we're going to talk a moment about, let me make sure I got the face of it upright, this, which is called BATTOP. It's the name of the brand that puts this out. This is a virtual reality headset, okay, VR headset. Now, some of these come with the ability to wear your glasses. Some of them do not. It does not look like I can wear my glasses on these because of the space in there. So all you do is place it over your head, like so, and then you can walk around like this, having a good time, watching nothing. Because right now I have nothing showing. Why don't I have anything showing? Because I haven't taken the time to load it with anything. Now, when you open it, this particular one, there's a little bit of a catch right here. A little hard to see right there. You see it right there. When you flip that down, that opens up the front. And right here, you have an area that this flexes out, so it kind of slides out. And you can take your phone, and simply by pressing it in, slide it right into place. And you can see that it can slide back and forth. And you see also that there's a line right here. And this line separates the left side of your left eye from your right eye. So that when you're using this, what you see on your screen of your camera, your screen of your phone, is two images. What your brain sees is one image. So before I actually go into using this, let's take a look at what an image would look like. And I probably turned my phone off, so give it a moment to come up. And while we're doing this, I will tell you that some of these, as I was doing research, are a little different than others. Each one has a little difference. When this one does not have any controllers built in with it, I can't touch the faceplate of it to actually be able to do anything. But what I can do is place my phone in there and use it to actually play my 3D content. Now, there we go. The phone has come up. Get over here, and I'm going to, well, let's just get to a game, okay? 3D blocks. Now, this particular one is powered by Unity. And when it comes on, yeah, there we go. You can see how there are two sides of the screen. Now, when I move this, by the way, it's going to focus and move according to how I'm moving my head. When I put this into the device, what I'm going to want to do is slide it in there, being mindful not to press my buttons that are on my device that affect volume. And you can see that there is a line right there that separates the two, and I'm going off view there. But you want to line your phone up as best you can. Oop, the volume's on. It scared me. You want to line your phone up with the device to make sure that it appears that that line is directly in the center. Then you're going to close this device up onto your phone. Now, I have not had any problem with it. Once it is in there, you can see that you can see what is on there. Now, because everybody's head is a little bit different, because everybody's eyes are a little bit different, there are some controls on this. One of the controls is on either the left-hand side or the right-hand side, either one. And this controls, if you'll look here, controls the distance from your eyes that an object is going to be. Now, the other one, in order for you to be able to see what it does, I've got to open this back up, and it controls the spacing of the eyes themselves. All right. Now, I will tell you that this will bring an object more or less into 3D, and the other one will bring it more or less into focus. There is also to note, and I just noticed this myself as I was playing around, if you're going to be doing a movie on this thing, and you've got a phone that only has a short time battery, you could actually plug in, I'm breaking things, you can actually, there we go again, you can actually plug in your power cable, or you can plug in a controller cable of some kind if your phone accepts those things, and be able to control your stuff with those items. Such as if you had a mouse, you could control that. Now in this particular game, I'm looking at colored blocks, and by moving my head, I can focus on various colored blocks and score points for breaking them. What's nice is I can look all the way up, and the screen has an appearance all the way at the top. I can look all the way down, and there's a floor underneath me. And in this particular game, like several others that I've tested, I can actually go in 3D. This one tells me my score was 92. High score was 742. And if I wait, it'll come back on in this particular game. And I just sit there and wait. Boom, it just threw a block right through a whole bunch of other smaller blocks. And I can see a starscape in the background, and that's all it is. It's like a nebula of some kind. And in just a second, the game actually starts, and I do exactly what I was doing before. So this game repeats like that over and over. Since it is one that requires you to move, it doesn't use a controller. There are some that do require you to use a controller, and in those, you're not going to be able to do anything in playing the game whatsoever. Now, in addition to being able, I'm going to go ahead and turn this game off for a moment. Come on, get up there. Okay. In addition to the games, you can obviously watch 3D movies. Now, in my case, I played a couple of 3D movies, and some of them I think were really meant to be in 3D. Some of them I think were probably run through something and set up to appear to be split screen 3D. And they really weren't, because it didn't really look 3D. Occasionally, maybe, but not very much. I've not yet been wowed by any movie that I've seen, and I don't think that's a result of this device. Because in other things, such as a 3D roller coaster or a 3D walkthrough of a tunnel, this looked really, really good. Now, some other things to note is the cushions on here are very nice and soft. You got room for your nose. I did not feel like I was suffocating with these on. Despite the fact that the headrest appears to be really, really tight, it also appears that I can wrestle with the Velcro strap, and I can loosen them up if my head is a little bit bigger, or in the case of like my granddaughter, my head is a little bit smaller, I can loosen it up and do that. This whole thing, I doubt it weighs more than half a pound at the most. Even with my phone in there, it's not bad at all. Now the phone that I happen to have is a Samsung Galaxy S2, not certainly the latest model out there, but you can see that there's plenty of room left on the sides that a phone could fit a little bit bigger. It says that the screen size that can be handled in this is a 5 to 6 inch screen, and so I really believe that I could probably go up a screen size. I can't get much more in terms of width to the phone because that's pretty much at the limit, I think, right now in terms of how wide. Well, maybe I could go a little bit wider, but not by much. And I imagine most phones are almost the same width. So size-wise, this phone, Galaxy S2, and even my son who has the Galaxy S4 or 5, I can't remember which now, his also fits in there just fine, and he's He said he wants the newest phone, so I'm assuming he has the one just below that, which should be the S5. Overall, from the testing that I've done, it appears to be very comfortable. Apparently that part comes off too, which you'll notice there are vents here. There's grills here. This also does not close flush. Oh, that's magnetic. Interesting. I didn't know that that was magnetic. Neat. So that comes back on there with a magnet. But it allows the heat to dissipate from your phone without it coming straight back into your eyes there. Not to mention the fact that both sides have an opening there so that it allows the heat to come out of there. There's also a little bit of openings where the hinge is there. And then, of course, there's the eyepieces can have a gap in them depending on how you have them set. And when you have the distance from the face set so that it's out a little ways, it has a little bit of a gap there. So overall, these virtual reality goggles fit on here comfortably. They do make you look very attractive to anybody that happens to be walking around. And right now, every one of y'all are out of focus to me, and I can't see a thing. But you know what? For DragonBlogger.com, this is Raymond Stapleton, wishing you a wonderful evening, even better tomorrow. And I hope that you'll be buying a pair of these soon and getting into looking at things in 3D, because I know that I enjoy it, and I'm sure you will as well. Good night.
Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. For more information, visit bit.ly/dvdisclose. To have your product or brand showcased on Dragon Blogger, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct. Thank you for watching.